Do you guys remember that garage sale where I bought this pair of used dress shoes for $1? Well, they just sold on eBay for 280 bucks. I don't know if you guys remember, but I was a little bit unsure when I picked them up. I thought they were special, but I wasn't quite sure. So it's been really nice to, have them on hand, do a little compare and contrast, just look at them a little bit more closely, just to give more confidence in the future of identifying them. So I just thought I'd maybe share a little bit of that. A bit of an anomaly as far as like sale price. Like this is definitely the most expensive pair that I've ever sold on eBay. So as a counterpoint, I decided to include a few of the more frequent types of used men's dress shoes that I find at garage sales. So here are the shoes of the day. They are a pair of Florsheim Imperials. And what makes them so special is that they are Shell Cordovan. They are a V Cleat. They've got that 5-nail pattern there. Probably, I think, like 30, 40 years old. As a picker, I find that I have to keep learning about a lot of stuff. What's really cool about Shell Cordovan is that it has a unique characteristic. Like you can look at it, examine it, and you can see that it's Shell Cordovan. Shell Cordovan is an equine leather. It comes from a horse's rump. It's the rear section, and it's like a small area that is suitable for use. It's made of like connective tissues, so it's very strong, it's very durable, and the unique thing that you can see because of the strength and durability is that it's like uncreasable, which is really cool. I've laid out 2 pairs of shoes to use as a compare and contrast example. Shell Cordovan here on the left, and then over here we've got a pair of Alden Edmonds. They're burgundy. They're in that kind of, they sometimes call that Cordovan, but these are normal pair of leather shoes. Anyways, let's jump into this, not take too long, and look at this design or this visual cue. And right in here, we're looking at undulations. There's not a single micro crease. I mean, these shoes are uncreasable. No major creases. These are an old pair of shoes, and they're looking great. But that's kind of what I look for from now on, or I'll know to look for. It's just like they're perfectly smooth. Yeah, that is that Shell Cordovan. And as a contrast, let me just illustrate the micro creases, like right in here, micro creases. So it's small, but that's the difference. If you're seeing micro creases, it's not Shell Cordovan. You gotta, it could be a good pair of shoes to resell, but this is Shell Cordovan. So where identification will come in most handy for me would probably be in a rare occasion where I'd have to pay up for a pair of shoes. But that's my quick picker perspective on identification. I think it's a good enough cue, especially when you're out in the field and you just got to keep on moving, be quick. Like when I got home, the Florsheims, they have little numbers on the inside. So those numbers are useful for, listing, identifying like the age. But when I'm out on the field, just looking for that smoothness, I think is good enough. Well, let's jump into some shoes that I find more frequently at garage sales. Let's pack them up real quick. I've got some shoe trees that they came with, so I'm going to include those. Then I also have these little dust bags that came with another pair of shoes that I've been storing them in. A little bubble wrap. Still going to just, ship it in the shoebox, priority mail shoebox that I ship most things in. So there it is. Let me show you some more shoes now. This pair of Florsheim Imperial, they're like the V Cleats. Picked them up for $3. They sold for $90 plus shipping, and pretty quick, about a week. So yeah, really nice shape. I always like to stuff them first. I feel like it's a good presentation when they receive them. Also kind of fills out the shoes a little bit. Then I like to gift wrap them. Just basically prevents them from rubbing against each other and damaging each other. That's pretty perfect. Just a little bit of minimal wiggle going on. It's part of another little garage sale bundle. So picked up 2 pairs of shoes for $10. These Ben Sherman Zuma wingtips. Pretty nice shape. They sold for $48 plus shipping. Got another pair of vintage Florsheim Imperials. Picked them up for $1. Pretty good shape. Big difference though is that these aren't V cleats, so they only sold for $38 plus shipping. Here's a good sale. Got this pair of shoes that I picked up for $1, and they sold for $80. You know, they got wear. Got nice cap toes. They're Allen Edmonds, Park Avenue. Yep, leather soles. They're all right shape. Got a pair of Italian Premiers. I guess it's a Nordstrom brand. They're like woven, tassel-y. Sold for $50. Here's a pair of Colhan penny loafers. Sold the same day for $42 plus shipping. These Allen Edmonds right here. They sold real quick, about like 3 or 4 days. I think part of it is it's the cap toe, good color, and then they're comfort orthotic. So they sold for $70 plus shipping. Picked them up for $3. You might have noticed that the two brands that I find most frequently and gravitate towards while out at garage sales are Allen Edmonds and then the Florsheim Imperials. And especially with Florsheim, I'm looking for the V Cleat, you know, that little piece of metal that reduces heel drag, and it usually has that 5-nail pattern as well. So those are some other little things to look for with the Florsheims. I hope someone found this useful. Let me know if you like this style of video. Have a wonderful day and happy picking.